Welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to talk about speech act. Now we are going to talk about the dimension of a speech act. What are actually one is doing in the course of producing an utterance? There are three dimensions of a speech act simultaneously performed when a speaker produces an utterance. These are usually distinguished by the terms locutionary acts, which is the act of saying something, and then illocutionary act, which is the act of or the act performed in saying something. And the third one is perlocutionary acts, which is the act performed by saying something. Okay, we will continue talking about locutionary, illocutionary, and perlocutionary acts. The locutionary act, the act of expressing the basic literal meanings of the words chosen. So when you say it's cold in here, the expression it's cold in here is the locutionary act. And also when you say close the door please, the expression close the door please is the locutionary act. What about the illocutionary act? It is the act that the speaker performs in saying something. It is the illocutionary force. So when you say it's cold in here, it is a request to close the door. And when you say close the door please, it's also a request to close the door. So the illocutionary force of these two expressions is a request. And what about the perlocutionary act? The message that the listener or the recipient gets, his interpretation of what the speaker says, is the perlocution. The perlocutionary act focuses on what follows an expression. It refers to the impact of an illocutionary act. So it is the act of producing an effect on the hearer by means of the utterance. So in the act of requesting to open the door, the listener or the person addressed, in this case, may close the door or turn on the radiator. That is the effect. If the communication is effective, the illocution and the perlocution are indistinguishable or almost similar. Here are the references that we use in this material. Okay, I think that's all for this session. Thank you for joining this session and stay healthy.